Yo, what's good, guys? What's happening? Welcome to the Traders Reality Crypto Projections channel, episode 38. So, what has Bitcoin been doing, guys? Bitcoin has everybody on edge. Simple. All right? But in light of the strategy itself, we understand something, and there are no surprises. Why? Because we understand that market makers need to make their money too. And the only way that they can make their money is if they start recovering previous vector candles in the chart. All right. So if you watched yesterday's projections, you would have understood that at some point they would be bringing price back to this zone. Okay. Now, the reason why they brought it back is because the market makers built their shorts at the highest possible point in price. Okay. And then they offloaded them in the New York Brinks, and then they dropped price back down. Asian session induced a stop hunt rise, and then they dropped straight away and recovered at least all of the green vector candles. So if you marry up the pins down here and then you look left and you see where they stopped, you'll see that they recovered the whole vector candle. The precision and the accuracy of the recovery of that green vector candle is frightening. Why? Because we understand that there's something more sinister going on behind the way they move price. If you think this place is a fair market, please do not stay in this channel, because this channel is challenging all the previous conventional wisdoms of trading. Because the problem with trading nowadays is people still think it's the same way as it was back in the days in the bucket shops. I'm talking in the late 20s. Okay, we're not there anymore, guys. We are in the digital world. Okay, that means more liquidity, and that means more manipulation. Back then they couldn't do it. They used to have several people standing at a blackboard and editing price, drawing it, editing and drawing it, okay? Leaning over, taking the orders, putting them into the pads to the side of them. You know, it's a different way of trading now, guys. All right? Bitcoin itself, okay, is going through a very important transition. Now, if you watched the stream last night, we touched up on a couple of things that did, it did alarm a few people. All right? And this is what I mean. We understand that vector candles always get recovered. By that token, it looks like Bitcoin may actually come back down. The lowest it can come back down to is 13,512. All right? Based on the principle of the recovery of the vector candles. So, if they can recover this 1 hour vector to the point on the 1 hour time frame, why will it be any different on the monthly? Because there's money down here. Money that they started to move up in price, in value with, and now they've started to offload their positions. Okay? You see, the thing is with a market maker, he's not in the game to buy low, okay, and sell for a profit at the highest point. Okay, that's not his game. That's a retail trader's game. Because the thing is, a retail trader will buy low when price is here, and he will sell high when price is here. Okay, that's the retail trader's methodology. A market maker will start selling his shorts and opening shorts, from the lowest point, and then he will start releasing them at the highest point. And the only way that he can do that is if he induces traders to step in on the belief that it's starting to rise. Because remember, before you can have something brought in the market, someone has to be on the end to sell it to you. It would not be a zero-sum game if that wasn't the case. Because your profit in your long, okay, when you want to close in profit, where do you think you're going to get the money from? It doesn't magically appear. It's with the contract that has been put against your contract. Because when you lose, what do? You sell. Okay? You sell your long, which is triggered by the short that is brought back at a lower price. Okay? Rewatch this video if you want to hear that again. Bitcoin right now is stuck in this zone. Okay? The Asian session spikes the high, brings price back down. Now we've come and formed effectively another high. Okay? But it's lower. Price at the volatility band is doing nothing. It's trying to come above the market base, but everything is flat. All right. If we drop down to the 15-minute time frame, what do we see? We see notable volume coming in. Price is outside the volatility band. That's good news. But the fact is they recover the vector candle. Look at the precision right there. Look at how close. Let me get it right on the tip. Look at that. Look at the pin to the right and then look straight to that red candle on the left right here. Look at how close it is. Full recovery of the candle. But that's on the 15-minute time frame. There's no reason why it can't be done on this hour, on this monthly chart as well. So what do we see Bitcoin doing next? Well, the fact that she has rejected this area here, this fast move to the upside, is effectively a stop hunt rise. Okay? It's a stop hunt rise. I'm anticipating that Bitcoin at some point will come back down to recover this green vector and work towards the lows of the session. Okay? They've recovered the vector here. There's not really much else in sight. All right? They are forming one high here, a lower high here. Okay? We're outside the volatility band. We do have traction to go lower. Now, the reason why we have traction to go low is because if you look at the higher time frame itself, you will see something. From last night's stream, we understood that if Bitcoin does not continue higher, it will then start its way to form the second leg of a W formation. Okay? Because look, you can see we've got the first leg down, price rises up to the zone, rejects towards the 200 EMA, and it pulls straight back. All right? Now it's trying to stabilize. Some people will say that this is a head and shoulders, whatever you deem it to be. Looking at the bigger pattern, if this pattern does play out correctly, price will come all the way back down to recover this green vector candle down here and touch the M1 pivot point. All right. If it comes down to this point and bounces, happy days. It can even come back down to this point and also bounce, which will be a clear second leg formation and a valid one, because if it comes down to this point here and it doesn't break below here, then everything is all good. But look, it can also spike lower, but as long as it comes back within the same candle or a few moments after, the pattern is still valid. Okay? So we've got a lot of work to do, guys, with Bitcoin. There is a lot of ground that needs to be recovered for Bitcoin. And until she does take that ground and comes back down again, there'll be no reason to be considering going long. Now, remember, this is a short-term day trading strategy, okay? Because if you were to base your entry long right now and wait for price to rise, don't expect price to rise to 40K. No, you're about taking advantage of small pumps in liquidity. Now, a small pump could be from here all the way to 35,500, say. That'll be a nice little return for you. Short-term day trading strategies is the name of this game in relation to the channel. Okay? You won't see me make a projection about Bitcoin going to 50, 60K, although these are previous projection points that Bitcoin may look to take out on the basis that it forms the correct pattern in this zone. Okay? Please be mindful with your trading, guys. This game is tough. It is the hardest, easiest way to make money, and I say it all the time because I need you to understand that. All right, let me flip over to Ethereum. Ethereum has sort of been technically sound, but what I understand about Ethereum is this. Let me zoom in a bit more. She's actually on her way to forming a beautiful W. Rise, retrace, recovery of the vector candle here. We've still got a little bit more room for her to recover this point right here. She's rejecting the 50 EMA. Look. You can see how she's pulling away from the 50 right there. Let me zoom in one more time. There it is. Right there. Very close to the daily open. Not seeing the commitment and strength by the traders. All right. But we are waiting for a pattern to form. XRP. Trailing up slowly. I think we're going through that phase again. In light of fractional disparity. They're holding XRP and they'll move Bitcoin and Ethereum and just leave XRP there. Look at all the chaos that we experienced in yesterday's trading, yesterday's price action. And Ethereum hasn't done anything. When Ethereum does nothing, when Bitcoin's dropping, when XRP does nothing when Bitcoin and Ethereum are dropping, that's a good sign. Because you'll always get that one coin that performs amazingly when everything is dropping. Is today the day that XRP stays positive for the day, whilst Bitcoin and Ethereum start breaking down. All right. Now, guys, I hope you are watching the previous videos in the projection channel. The reason I want you to watch them is because we'll be looking at price. If you look at the projections channel on the Tuesday morning, okay, we talked about what will happen in and around this zone, and then you see it moves up. All right, the previous week, you're understanding the moves to the highs, to the lows. You're able to effectively look at the projections channel and you'll be able to see the video shows just a move like this. And then when you play the video and then you look in the future, you'll see how it plays out. So in other words, what I'm saying to you is if you watch any of the previous projection videos in June, May, and April, all right, marry up what was happening then to the charts right now. Just go back in time and move forward with it. And just see how price behaves, because we did it in real time. We make our projections in real time. So that's the only way that we can learn. Okay. It's no good talking in hindsight. That's just boring. It's easy for me to say to you, price rose and then it dropped. How easy is that? It then becomes a visual exercise. All right. My goal with this channel is to help us realize certain positions in the chart. We understand that we do need to recover this green vector candle at some point. Will that some point be today? We need to refer back to price and see what they're doing. How are they breaking down? All right. So, mad love and respect to you all. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. All the subscribers here, mad love to all of you. And if you are new, feel free to subscribe. If not, I hope you've learned a thing or two about cryptocurrency. All right. Mad love and respect to you guys. Peace.